Yes. Joshua, great. Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. Hi, Marcos. Marcos, you are with the IVCSD, right?
Correct.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Sydney.
Hey, Vivi, how are you?
Good.
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 I know you've been busy helping Jenna with all the move out prep.
Oh my gosh, we had a
and
2-hour meeting last week, and I also met with Maya about the markets on Monday. So great things coming up.
yes, tons of stuff. We're excited.
Fabulous work in Ivy.
Good stuff.
IVCSD and IVRPD are doing phenomenal work. I think we are going to wait for 2 or 3 more minutes before we start because people don't get here on time. We are all running around from meeting to meeting. I know some people are not coming today, so cannot make it. We'll give it a couple of more minutes and then we'll start. Seems like a small group today. I think I look too short in this. Two more minutes and we'll get started. It's such a gorgeous day today. Oh, Jordan is here. Great. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Hi, folks.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Viviana?
Good.
Awesome.
We are going to give it 1 more minute and then start. Almost Friday. Okay, we are going to get started, and I would like to start with the land acknowledgement, and we would like to acknowledge that this meeting is being held on the traditional land of the Chumash people and pay our respects to elders, both past and present. We honor the traditional territory as well as the story and contributions of the Chumash people to the land upon which we gather and create. And I would also like to mention, like last week wasn't easy for a lot of people in IV. It's hard and difficult times with all the anti-Semitic, hate crimes and a lot of things that are going on in our community. So I wanted to acknowledge that. And that being said, we can start with, I'm Viviana Marzano, Director of Civic and Community Engagement and Isla Vista Liaison for the Division of Student Affairs. And I'm going to name you according to how I see you on the screen. And if you have any announcements coming up about your organization, please mention the announcement. And I know that some of you have a devoted section on the agenda, so you can make those comments when it's your time at the agenda. Marcos.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is my first Ivcn meeting.
Welcome.
I'm here attending today as the Isla Vista Community Services District Board President. And I'll save my announcement for later at our time slot.
Yes. Thank you. Sydney?
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Sydney. I'm the Community Engagement Director with IVCSD, and I'll also hold our updates.
Jordan?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan Killebrew. I am from the Office of Lower Caps, Supervisor Caps District 2, Representative and Comms Director, and I will also wait to give updates. But hey, nice to see everyone.
Joshua Cockrell?
Good morning, everyone. Josh Cockrell with the Isla Vista Foot Patrol. I'm the day shift supervisor right here.
Isla Vista, IVRPD, Luis and Sofia. We cannot hear you. Why don't we go to Sadie in the meantime?
Hi, everybody. I'm Sadie. I'm the marketing manager at the Isla Vista Food Co-op. No updates off the top of my head, but happy to be here and hear what's going on in the community. Thank you.
Great. Sofia and Luis, are you ready? No. Okay. Bella.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bella. I'm the vice chair of the Isla Vista Community Relations Committee, which is an associated students organization through UCSB. Excited to be here.
Great. Lily?
Hi, everyone. My name is Lily Macmillan, and I am the EVPLA Community Liaison. The EVPLA is an AS office on campus.
Thank you. Ileana?
Hello, I'm Ileana Castro. I'm the outreach manager for the Isla Vista Food Co-op. I do have some announcements for y'all today. First off, tomorrow we do have a fair trade chocolate tasting in partnership with UCSB Health and Wellness. It'll be from 2 to 3 p.m. at our co-op patio. So y'all could come by, get some free chocolates, and we're also going to be having a little giveaway. So more information will be posted on our Instagram page if you follow us. And lastly, I have one more thing I want to say. Our board of directors election candidate application is due on the 11th. So if anyone knows or has personally been thinking about joining our team, our board of directors for the year 2023, we have different positions open. We have a couple 1-year terms and a couple 2-year terms up for grabs right now. So if anyone is interested, just make sure you get those applications in by the 11th. Thank you.
Thank you. Anbo?
Hi, my name is Anbo. I'm with the Santa Barbara Student Housing Cooperative. We're a nonprofit in town with 5 buildings for students. Thank you.
Great. I think Isla Vista Recreation and Park is, are you ready? Okay, maybe they can introduce themselves when we do their section in the agenda. I think they are trying, the audio is not working. Okay. So thank you everybody for being here and welcome to the newcomers today. So first we are going to go with Jordan with the updates from the second district supervisor.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. So again, I'm Jordan Kilbrew, he, him, his. I'm Supervisor Laura Capps, Communications Director, and her district representative for Isla Vista and UCSB. As some of you all have known, we've been going out myself and meeting with people and getting situated, learning as much as we can. Just so you know, our office, we defer to Isla Vista for what Isla Vista needs. And so whenever you hear from me, we're reaching out to see what you all are thinking, what's going on, in order to make sure that you're properly representative when it comes to the county and county board of supervisors. So please utilize me as a resource. And again, I am looking forward to meeting with all of you, just to, either rekindle relationships, build on relationships, or get to know you. With that said, there's a lot going on in the county, never a dull day. And I want to announce a few things. So the state has mandated that we need more housing, and that's for every county and every city. And so planning and development at the county has essentially release a housing element that will be due to the state. It's currently a 30-day period, and we encourage community members to please read through the housing element. Please submit your feedback. Feedback can be submitted to housing-element@countyofsb.org. They can also be mailed as well. We're going to have a series of public hearings. They will be during the Board of Supervisor meetings. And so the next one will be this upcoming Tuesday, February 14th. Again, this is information that we're looking for public feedback. It's a 30-day period. Once that's completed, planning and development will have, I think, 12 days to input that feedback and then submit it to the state. As we know, housing is a huge issue across our county, and we're in a crisis in California, but especially in a crisis in Santa Barbara County. And this is an effort to hopefully, hopefully ease all of our housing situations.
Jordan, when you finish your presentation, can you put the link to that form so we can distribute it?
Absolutely.
When you are done with your presentation, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And then our office is really, really sensitive around where we build. There's a lot of areas that are available in District 2. And for us, we don't feel like open spaces and agriculture land should be the top of the priority. We believe that, once ag land becomes developed, it never returns back to ag land. And so we're looking at areas that already have a set up infrastructure, and we're looking at areas that we can enhance with housing. And so looking at multi-use developments. And so one area is the Magnolia Shopping Center. We're looking at that property and working with developers to essentially see what can be done. And that's not getting rid of any of the existing restaurants or grocery stores or the bank. What we want to do is look at the empty spaces there and see if housing can be built there so that it can be enhanced. It's considered infill, really, and that term is really something that we are looking for to, again, not take away from anybody, but really try and utilize empty spaces in commercial areas. Does that make any sense? Any questions? That's a big topic, and sometimes the culture in Santa Barbara is we don't want that, but we're really trying to get ahead of that. This is a state mandate, and we just want to make sure that we can provide housing for our neighbors and friends.
Yeah. Jordan, I attended a lot of the meetings for the housing element in the city of Goleta. Okay. So is the city of Goleta housing element incorporated in yours because you are the whole county?
So cities have to submit their own. So it's all separate. And so, of course, I do believe planning and development has looked at the city of Goleta's, their work, the city of Santa Barbara's, but essentially everybody has to submit their own to the state.
Yeah. And it's for the next 8-year period.
Mm-hmm. So it goes through 2031, I believe.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll once I'm done talking, I'll add all the links to check it out. Any questions about that? Awesome. The Goleta Beach will partially reopen, And so I'm going to read this directly. This is just a press release that was given out. And so the Santa Barbara Community Service Department Parks Division will partially reopen Goleta Beach County Park to the public. This includes parking, barbecue grills, beach access, and restrooms. The area will be open from sunrise to sunset between the park entrance and the pier. So the east side of the beach and the west side of the beach will still be closed. The east side was closed because there needs to be some repairs on that side, and the west side will still be having the emergency beach operations, and that will be ongoing. So I say that to say, please be careful when you're out there, because these big trucks will still be going past, especially that Auburn Trail, bike trail. Just let people know. We're going to send out a newsletter today to make sure that folks are aware of what's going on there. And then last week was a tough week. Thank you, Viviana, for mentioning that. I was in Isla Vista on Tuesday and was there helping pick up some of those awful bags and flyers. And I know Supervisor Capps was there this past weekend marching with students and standing in solidarity. I want to give kudos to folks, to the passionate students and community members that showed up Tuesday evening to meet at Hillel. In addition to IV Foot Patrol, UCPD, there was a lot of folks from UCSB, and really held space for students to come together and talk about what was going on and see where there can be solutions. And so I love when our community comes together, unfortunately, in an awful time. But the more that we can come together and the more that we can understand each other's needs, the more that we can provide programming and support and services to meet those. So I just want to say a huge thank you and love for this community. I think that's it for the time being. Any questions? My notes. Okay, I'll drop some links in
questions.
there.
Okay. Lisa Oglesby, do you want to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I came late.
It's okay.
Sorry. Hi, everyone. Lisa Oglesby, President, Isla Vista Food Cooperative Board of Directors. I don't have an update for this meeting, and I'm checking in late, so I will not spend any more time. Thank you so much.
Great. Okay, if there are no more questions for Jordan, I think we can move on to the IB Recreation and Park District report.
Hello, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Incredible. Sorry for the shenanigans. Okay, we have some exciting updates. We have some really cool events coming up on February 25th. We will be having our kickoff to youth programming event. So yeah, we're restarting our youth programming up in Children's Park starting April 3rd. And on the 25th of February is just a 2-hour long from 12 to 2 p.m. Event to kind of reintroduce the families to our program, get them to meet the new staff, and participate in some fun activities. We're inviting UCSB men's soccer out for a soccer workshop during that time, as well as doing a slime demonstration with the kids and some dry ice art. So it's going to be super, super fun. And we will have lunch there. And then on the Tuesday right after that, on February 28th, we will be hosting a Black History Month celebration in collaboration with the Office of Black Student Development, the UCSB BSU, and the AS Commission CAJ, the Commission on Culture, Arts, and Joy Justice. So we're super, super stoked about that. We'll have various performances, and then we'll finish them, and food from local Black-owned businesses. And we will finish the off with a screening of Black Panther Wakanda Forever in Embarcadero Hall. So we have yet to release those flyers, but look out for those flyers. We are very, very excited about both of those events in February. Looking forward to the future, we are also getting ready for our spring concert series starting in April and finishing in mid-May. We're finalizing our partners for that series, but there are going to be some really exciting ones coming up. Just off the top of my head, I know we're partnering with Surfrider for one of them, as well as UCSB's Environmental Affairs Board to celebrate Earth Day. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss those either, Luis.
excuse me. Other updates. We have a board meeting tonight. So that'll be at 5:30 p.m. You can join us virtually via Zoom if you go on our website, ivyparks.org, or we're also welcoming people to join in person. All of our board meetings are held at the St. George Youth Center at 889 Camino del Sur, right next to Estero Park. So we welcome anyone to come today. Our discussion items. Sophia will be giving an overview again. We're really excited about our youth programming, not only at Children's Park, but also our weekend excursion club field trips will be kicking off in March. So super excited to be just doing youth programming. She'll be giving an overview of that at the board meeting. And then also Pacific Coast Land Design, which is our landscape architect firm, who we are working on our Children's Park renovation project, will be giving us a recap of a public meeting that we hosted, a community design meeting that we hosted on January 25th with the voting results from that, and also present the 50% design renderings that we have, which we just saw this morning for the first time and are excited to share with the community. So if you want to learn more about Children's Park, or about youth programming, those will be our two main topics for tonight. And then also, if you've been walking around Anna Square Park over the last few months, might have noticed that we've been doing a lot of renovations to the restroom building, the public restroom building. So we're actually 75% complete. We're just waiting on some amenities, some sinks and some toilets, but right now we're targeting the end of February, first week of March, to reopen those public restrooms. And so we will be touching on that at the board meeting today, giving an update on that. But we're really excited to, we've been kind of working on them over the last 2 to 3 months, and we're kind of here at the final home stretch.
Okay. Any questions for Luis or Sophia? No. Sophia, when you have the flyers about Black History Month, can you send them my way so we can advertise at UCSB?
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Okay. We are moving fast today. IVCSD report.
Sure, I'll start us off and then I'll pass it over to Marcos for his update. So a number of things happening at the CSD, but we have a lighting walk coming up on February 21st. It's a Tuesday. We're partnering with AS to host this event. We'll meet at the community room, which is right by our office at 970 Embarcadero del Mar. We'll meet there at 6:30, provide a super brief training about kind of things to look out for, and then groups will go out on the walk, identify areas that need to be more well lit, areas that have dim or out street lights, things like that. This is a really great opportunity for people to get involved in this issue, and then also we'll be providing community service hours for anyone interested. We are hosting our first ever yard sale. It's going to be community wide. We're super excited. It's on March 11th from 9 to 2. And this is in preparation for move out. And again, another really great opportunity for people to start just purging and getting rid of their items before move out will be here before we know it. So if anyone wants to participate, but they don't have a yard to host a sale in, we are offering space at the community center on a first come, first served basis. And we're also partnering with Bad Sunday and Thriftopia to have a makers market at the community center on that same day to help kind of just attract a larger crowd. So the CSD will be managing all the marketing and advertising and getting people there. We just would love for people to sign up. The first 10 people who do sign up will receive a $50 gift card to the co-op. And then we'll also have incentives for people attending the yard sale all throughout the day of the event as well. And then we'll be bringing yerba and donuts to all the houses that are participating. So I'll drop the sign up in the chat. And I just want to give a big shout out to Jenna and Maya because they've been really leading this effort and doing such incredible work.
And Sydney, can you also put on the chat the one about the lighting walk so I can advertise with the students?
Yeah, I'll drop the, I have a Canva invite. I'll drop that in the chat for you.
Great.
And then the Isla Vista Beautiful team has 2 job openings right now. These positions support just day-to-day tasks in the community and projects. They participate in hands-on beautification projects as well as outreach to promote the IVB program. The position pays $17 an hour, and the deadline to apply is February 20th. I'll also drop that link in. And then our compost collective is hosting some really cool events throughout the quarter. They are hosting a community mural painting event on February 17th from 1 to 3 at St. Michael's Church. Everyone's invited to help paint the compost piles and just leave your mark in IV. So it's a drop-in event, but there is a sign-up form, so I'll include that as well. And I'll pass it over to Marcos.
Excellent. Thank you. My update's going to be very brief. Also very happy to be here and hope to get to know everyone a little bit better over the next year. Last night, we had our second round of interviews and special meeting in which we appointed our newest board member to the IVCSD board. This woman's name is Ella Scholes, and I'm very excited that we had board consensus. We had healthy discussion. We also had 8 total very strong candidates. So I'm really pleased with how we were able to get the word out there and get very active participation, and really, see ourselves in a mirror via the applicants, and see how much we've grown. So that's my update with some good feelings. And yeah, look forward to getting to know everyone here a little bit better over the year.
Okay, Jordan, you want to add your comment?
Yeah, thank you, IVCSD. I forgot one pretty important thing. Supervisor Caps will be coming out to Isla Vista. She's hoping every month to have open hours to meet with people. So she'll be at the community building next Thursday, the 16th, from 2 to around 3:30. And we might have lemonade. We might call it lemonade with Laura or Akaje with Caps. We're working title. But just so you know, she'll be out there. Please come by. Please come see her. She's really cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working for her. So highly recommend that. So I'll send information to you, Viviana, if that's okay.
Yes. Yes.
Once I have it finalized, probably tomorrow.
Great.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, Katarina, how are you doing? Would you like to introduce yourself and give us any update from behavioral wellness before we move to associated students?
Thank you so much. Yes, I just wanted to let people know it's been a while since I've been to the meeting, so I'm really excited about being here. And I'm not sure, I'm on my phone, and about to drive. So otherwise I would try to see if I can let you see me. Oh, there we go. It's bad. Maybe we shouldn't. Anyway, the behavioral wellness has been a big part of the recent FEMA disaster recuperation. And so we have been really busy with those endeavors in both in Santa Barbara and in North County. Apparently they will be shutting the Santa Barbara one down next week. And just, doing as much as we can with all the things that we are required to do. And it's been a very interesting process in helping. This is the first time I've had to personally do this. So anyway, I can't think of anything else I can update you with, but if you have any questions about FEMA's stuff that's going on, we can certainly help you with that too. Thanks.
Thank you, Katarina. Okay, now we have associated students for their report. Lily, are you next?
Yes, I'm here. I thought that there was also another representative from a student group as well. So they'll be in the same segment. Okay,
IVCRC is here. Yeah.
Okay, so just some updates from the office of the EVPLA. We have been working with Sydney and IVCSD on the Cliff Safety campaign, and they've done absolutely wonderful work. We just recently had an interview with KCSB and discussing what the campaign has been about and recent updates and just like basic informational questions that has been answered by a lot of the work that Sydney and her team have done. One of the projects that our office is starting as of last night's meeting as a support for the Cliff Safety campaign is we're working to create a channel of forums for students and members of the Isla Vista community, but mainly students because that's what we're that's the demographic we're trying to educate. But the forum or the channel will have multiple forums according to category of different community issues or concerns that students may notice, whether it be broken glass or like foliage from trees that have fallen in the streets, or cliff safety issues, like if they've seen any cliff areas like fall more. And we're still working on what the different channels are going to be. But when discussing this with Sydney, she had the wonderful idea of having the like management of each of the channels be by various community groups that are in charge or responsible for responding to the issues. So that has been started and we are starting to work on it this week, the offices. I've also been talking to our deputy chief of staff who's involved with Student Senate on how to implement the cliff safety information that Sydney and her team has gathered as a part of freshman and transfer student orientation. We actually have, we're hoping to be able to present it to Senate within 2 weeks. That's our goal because that's when things in Senate should be a little bit more fluid with how they're working because they've been dealing with some election stuff recently. So I'm going to be reaching out to Sydney on how we can prepare to present that to Senate and so an academic Senate. So that is my first update on just regarding the Cliff Safety campaign. And then we also have 2 other projects that are aimed at benefiting both the students in the community on campus and the long-term residents of Isla Vista and the Goleta area at large. It's a food security campaign because we feel that winter quarter and the winter months is kind of a sleepy and can be a little bit sluggish period of time for everybody. And food security is a really big issue that our office wants to try and mitigate as much as we can. So we're reaching out and partnering with the UCSB Basic Needs Center, which is a wonderful, wonderful resource on campus that provides, they're phenomenal. They provide students who can help people, anybody from students to, we've had elderly groups come in and get help on filling out EBT applications. And that's just the top of the bucket of the resources they provide. They provide, tech rentals for students and community members and food vouchers and gift cards for food establishments in the area. So we really want to make this campaign not only be aimed at students, but also towards the community at large because the students are supported by that community. So we really want to do our best to pour back into it as much as we can. And then we are also working on another campaign. Our office's health coordinator has been working with our student health to have Planned Parenthood pop-ups in Isla Vista, hopefully monthly. That's the goal, just so we can provide more readily available services just because they are so on demand. It's very difficult to get appointments, even for like just general health checkups at Planned Parenthood. And given the large student demographic in the community, we really think that would be great infrastructure to support and really promote student health. And so we are working on that and hopefully we will have that launched before winter quarter ends. But there's a big project in the works. So those are my updates. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and I would love to catch you up to date on anything, give you any extra information, or if you're interested in working together on anything, please let me know. I actually wanted to say to Jordan, because you work with the supervisor's office, our office has a community liaison and she was gone last quarter on a study abroad, and I would really like to link you guys. If you're okay with that, I could send you her contact information, and she is really great and just wants to be able to connect with more pillars in the community. And I think that you would be a great person to connect her with. So
yeah, I'm always down to meet. There's my email.
great. Thank you. I will definitely connect you guys. And that's the end of my update. So thank you.
Thank you, Lily. Fabulous work AS is doing with the community. I think finally we are starting to connect all the resources in the community that might have not been talking, intensely or collaborating in some events. We need numbers, right?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
We need coalitions. We don't need to be all doing the same thing in separate silos. So this is really great to see these collaborations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anybody else? Somebody here is from Ileana. Are you from IVCRC or somebody that wants to? Bella, yeah, so sorry. Yeah.
No worries. Lily, it's so good to hear from you too. Thanks for the update on EVPLA. The main thing I wanted to announce with you guys today is that IVCRC is hosting our Hearts and the Arts Valentine's event on Saturday at the Ivy Community Center. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. A major goal of IVCRC is to really involve the non-student population of Isla Vista in community programming. So one of my personal goals for this event is to get as many kids there as possible. We really just wanted it to be, I remember making Valentines in my elementary school classes and bringing them to school and giving them out to other kids. So one of the main portions of the event is that we have all these supplies to make Valentine's Day cards. There's going to be live music, refreshments like baked goods and pink lemonade and Valentine's Day stuff. And we've also got volunteers coming in to do face painting. So that should be really fun. I've been in touch with IVRPD and also with IVYP, Ivy Elementary, and the St. George's Youth Center about getting out to their network about having kids come, and hopefully parents want to bring their kids and have a good time. And Viviana, I can get you the flyer for the event as well.
Please.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest exactly that you work with all the organizations you mentioned, but you got it.
They've been super awesome.
No, they are. With the Isla Vista School, some things is that they can go on the Thursday folders for the children, but you have to make like 500 copies and put them in packages. It could be a little bit too much.
Oh, gosh.
But sometimes going through the PTA might be easier.
Interesting. I was in touch with the school principal and their community outreach coordinator. Yes.
Okay.
And they said we actually created just a really cool piece of advice if you're ever looking to like target students or families. They asked us to create, or I think this was IVYP asked us to create a coloring page version of the flyer that can be printed out that kids can color in and take home to show their parents. So that's something we did as part of our marketing, and I'm hopeful that they'll be able to distribute it. We got that out to them earlier this week.
Right.
So yeah.
And then also with the Ivy School and things like that, I don't know if it's still the same, but you need to produce the flyers both in Spanish and English.
Yes,
and, we were able it's a must if you want to attract that population.
Viviana, do you have contact info for the PTA?
I did last year, but let me check if that person is still the PTA president.
That would be awesome, just for
I'm going to try to see today after the meeting, and then because this is this Saturday. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Lily, did you have a question?
Yes, Lily, you had.
Oh, actually, it was funny because I raised my hand when you brought up wanting to get out the word to the youth population, and I was on the same page as Viviana, and I was going to say, I have partnerships with all of these youth programs. Please let me pass it on, but you nailed it. So, yeah.
Awesome. You guys are sweet.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty much it from IVCRC. The other update is that we're really starting to move into heavier planning stages for our Pardal Carnival, which will be at the end of April. We bring out a Ferris wheel, we have carnival games, prizes, raffles, all that sort of stuff. And we love partnering with anyone in the community that we can. So I can drop my email if anyone's interested in maybe tabling or bringing a game or something like that and wants to get involved with the carnival. Yeah.
Okay, so my last comment, and then we're going to move to law enforcement, but as director of civic and community engagement, I'm trying to create a new unit for things like that, to get our students involved with the community at the local level, because I personally feel once you get involved at the local level and you see, it's easier to see some tangible changes, that in a way propels you to be involved probably at the state level, national level, trying to create that culture of involvement with the community among our students. So I just want to be somebody that you can connect if you need help with anything. Okay. Josh, are you ready to give the law enforcement update?
As ready as I think.
Yay, thank you.
I don't have much other than we're continuing to plan the Deltopia event and work with UCSB PD on that. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Unless anybody has questions.
Questions for Ivy Food Patrol?
I actually had a question recently in meetings with Sydney and her team regarding like the cliff safety and the roof and balcony safety. Do your organizations have a plan already implemented and how you're going to address it's not even a likelihood, it's a guarantee that there will be hordes of students on Delta or on Del Playa and likely on like roofs and balconies. I know in the previous meeting, it wasn't you that I spoke with, but it was another law person, sorry. And he said that they hadn't solidified anything, but going and issuing a bunch of citations may not be feasible. So I was wondering if there was any updates on your rough plans on like how to address that safety issue.
Yes. So the plan as of right now is to work alongside with Santa Barbara County Fire Department, and specifically their fire investigators. And what we're going to do is the weeks prior to the event, we're going to go door to door to most of those residences that are on the cliffside and just give them notice. And we're going to talk about how many people are allowed like in the residence and on the balcony, and then just to kind of police themselves. That's what our message is going to be, is that they police themselves, but that we're also going to be here in order to take enforcement action if it's needed the day of the event. So we would hope that it doesn't get to that, but we're hoping to we're trying to get ahead of it by just giving notices like a few weeks prior to the actual event happening. And we're going to be doing those notices with the county inspector as well.
Okay, great. Thank you. If you need any like org or university resources or support, we are both the EVPLA and Ivcn has been really, really interested in like trying to provide resources for students that weekend. So if there's anything that we can do, like spreading the word on campus, please reach out.
Yeah, we just had a change in our community resource deputy. Justin Schroeder is now promoted, and he's no longer in this position, but Colby Carroll is. I will relay that message onto him. I don't see why you guys couldn't help us with that. I think you'd probably be better passing that message along than us, actually. But yeah, if we can work together, that'd be great. Do you know if he has your contact information?
I'm not sure if he has my contact information per se, but our office does have a police coordinator that works with the various policing entities within the community. So okay. I can definitely ask Ryan, and if we don't, then I'm sure that he can reach out to your office and get that contact information. I think that he has a meeting set up with you guys this upcoming week.
Okay. Yeah. I was informed that there's going to be like the first Deltopia meeting coming up soon. So hopefully we can all be working together on that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney, you have a question?
More so just a comment, excuse me. But yes, I have actually been in touch with Deputy Carroll, and him and I have a meeting set to talk about disseminating messaging around just upcoming citations, the consequences, kind of things to look out for, safety messaging. And then our district is also going to be handing out pamphlets and flyers to all of the Oceanside houses with all the cliff erosion safety information as well. And then we've been in touch with Lily, and she's been really helpful in terms of coming up with other ideas to get that info out. So we'll put it in like dorm halls and residence halls and things like that. So just wanted to provide that update.
Thank you.
Lily.
Yes, and also to just kind of add to the sentiments that Sydney expressed. Josh, Mr. Cockrell, sorry, I don't know which is proper. If you have any resource, if like from your meetings, you have any resources that you would like to be dispersed through the students. When I was talking to Sydney, I was saying that like, I think that the freshman and transfer student population is like one of the biggest I think demographics to get this information to, because it's like their first time being here, and Deltopia is like a big deal. And I feel like those are the groups of students that like feel the need to push the boundaries of safety. And so if you guys have any additional materials that you could come up with or you think that would be helpful, please let me know. And I would be happy to include that in the information from Sydney that I pass out to the dorm halls.
All right, thank you.
I think that I think you are already planning on that, but having all the information from all your agencies in one, maybe short infographic. We know that the students do not want to read a 2-page document, something looking attractive. And Lily, it seems you already have contacts with housing, but I think it would be great if you are talking about freshmen to disseminate through them part of that information too, besides the cliff properties, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've gone through some learning curves over this year of how to get content approved to be dispersed in the residence halls. But now that we've had that working relationship established, we have a much more expedited channel as a exec office on campus. So yeah, if anybody needs help, please let me know and I can send you in the right direction to get whatever materials you need reviewed and approved.
Great. Jordan.
Yeah, thank you. I love all this information and I'm really grateful for everybody coordinating for Deltopia. My communications brain just kind of goes off into, is there ways that we can create videos with people talking about it and getting that going viral on social media, and like just getting creative so that way we can meet students where they're at, which is probably on their phones. And so I just want to see how we can, in addition to this, but also help support that. I'm happy to help support that as well and spread information as well. But just wanted to throw that out there.
Sydney, I think the IVCSD, you did one, remember about roof safety, you did some infographic last quarter, I think that looked really attractive, eye-catching, maybe having that type of look or something that the students are going to stop and read, because we know most frequently they don't.
Definitely. And I love the idea of a video. I hadn't actually thought about that. And that's a great way to get that info out in a way that it's going to be well received. So thank you for that, Jordan.
Great. Any more comments on law enforcement? But the next topic in the agenda was the roof and balcony safety. So I think we actually addressed it. And I know that this is a conversation that will probably take more time next meeting in March and April. Well, April would be late, in March. So any other topics or other burning issues that you would like to talk about? No. Any issues that you would like to include in future agendas? You can email me or Lisa Osborne, or I don't know if anybody has any topic right now that would like to see addressed next meeting. No? Okay, that being said, we are giving you what, 25 minutes back of your day. It's been a short but efficient meeting, I think, you know, and yeah, please send information our way so that we can help you disseminate. Any last comments?
Yes, sorry. I had one more. I just remembered one project that we are working on with the Ivy Tenants Union, and we would love to also loop in. I know that Jen Burcham is sick, but I know that she is really involved with the property management in Isla Vista, a project that we're working on, considering that it's the time of the year where everybody's kind of like finalizing their leases for the next year. We want to provide like an informational workshop on how to read a lease and how, like, what information is important and what resources throughout the community are available to students. Just because, I mean, everybody in our office is all like third and fourth years and understand the hecticness and confusion of getting housing here. So that is something that please look forward to contact from me, because I will be reaching out to a lot of you here about ways that we can all be involved with it. And I will keep you updated. Hopefully at our next meeting, I will have more of a comprehensive update on that, but I just wanted to add that in before we go. Thank you.
Okay. Any last comments? No? Okay, thank you everybody for coming. You know, I feel it's been pretty productive meeting and a lot of things going on in the community. Thank you everybody for all the work that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.